When my boyfriend gave up his superpower to save the world for me, I set off a bomb big enough to blow up the entire city.
You are Bella, and you've just been through one hell of a wild adventure. At the start, your team decided to head to Washington, the administrative center of the Alliance. The city was packed to the brim with people, and Tix Corporation's logos were plastered everywhere. Victor led your group smoothly to the Alliance headquarters, where you met the Alliance's top executive, General Victor. General Victor turned out to be Victor's brother. The resemblance between the two was uncanny. Victor's eyes lingered for a moment on your intertwined hands with his brother before he smiled and shook your hand. Victor didn't hold back at all. He spilled everything Songsi, LBD, Tix, his own powers, and how he killed Huo Ren. General Victor simply said,
"Leave it to me,"
and agreed to Songsi's request to visit the lab. He even arranged accommodations for your group. Victor, completely exhausted, collapsed right onto your bed and fell asleep. While you were watching over him, System Number 3 popped up and told you about the final stage of your mission. As long as Victor visited all the key locations and stayed in Gotham City for 13 hours, the storyline would conclude. By then, if your foolishly kind person value was maxed out, the mission would be complete. But your heart clenched at the thought this meant you'd return to a world without Victor. Doubts began to creep in. At dusk, Victor woke you up with a kiss. When you asked about his next move, he didn't hesitate to say he was heading to Gotham City. Testing the waters, you asked,
"Can we not go to Gotham City?"
The system immediately docked points from your foolishly kind person value. Left with no choice, you rephrased, suggesting the group take a few days to rest first. Victor looked at you calmly and agreed. Then he added,
"We could just never go to Gotham City."
You stared at him in shock, realizing he already knew everything. For your sake, he was willing to abandon his mission, even if it meant losing his powers. That night, you all celebrated with hot pot. After dinner, Victor's assistant, Feng Lyman, took you and Victor out for a late-night snack. During the meal,
Victor introduced you as his fiancé.
And even arranged for you to meet Tix's chairman, Shen Yan. The moment you saw him, you recognized him as the man behind Huo Ren.
Victor warned Shangyan with the news of Huo Ren's death.
陌生，男性 Shang Yan brought up the possibility of the Alliance using the U-577 weapon to destroy the infected zones. 愤怒，男性 Victor immediately opposed the idea. 愤怒，男性 The next day, Shang Yan showed up at your door and took you to a luxurious mansion, trying to gift it to you. Then he dropped a bombshell.
This world feels like a book. Bella, you're the protagonist of the story.
He wanted to collaborate with you.
He wanted to leverage your protagonist aura.
You flat out refused. After Shang Yan left, you noticed one of the keys he left behind looked eerily similar to your father's. Using it, you opened the mailbox at Mansion No. 1 and found a letter and a remote key. Everything in the mansion seemed tailor-made for you, even including legal identity documents for everyone in your team. When Victor returned,
He reassured you to accept the gift.
That night, he snuck into your room and solemnly proposed.
When I come back, let's get married.
He said. The next day, Victor and Dylan headed to the quarantine line to deal with mutated zombies. During breakfast,
Jiang Fei accidentally revealed that he was also a transmigrator.
After Victor left, you were tricked by a fake Feng Lyman into an underground military base. You saw through the deception, killed the imposter, but ended up trapped in the U-577 weapon control room by Shang Yan.
He told you the default target was Victor's location, Early City. You had two choices: let him die, or switch the target to destroy the vaccine base.
At the last moment, you used your foolishly kind person value to get a hint. Blowing up the control room would stop the launch. You set off all the explosives and...
Told Shangyan, "In your next life, try being a decent human being."
Then in a flash of white light, you lost consciousness. When you woke up, you were in a dark space. System No. 3 informed you that although the mission had failed, your sacrifice had led to Shang Yan's death. Tix's downfall was imminent. The vaccine was about to go into mass production. Your foolishly kind person value had maxed out instantly because Victor had learned the truth. You used the value to exchange for a healthy body and superpowers. Back in your original world, a massive truck was tipping over towards you. Just as you were about to transform, Victor appeared. He grabbed you and told you the mission was complete. They were taking you back, and then you'd all go to Gotham City together, ensuring Jiang Fei's mission would fail. That way, everyone could stay together forever. As your figures disappeared, the original world's Bella was crushed under the truck. A new transmigrator began their adventure. System No. 3 wrote the final line in your mission file.
I knew you could do it. After all, you're your father's daughter.